video games, you must conquer pinball.
Let the games begin.
I feel like I played this when I was 5.
Yo, these are intricate.
What's up, guys? Lord Beardo here, bringing you a brand new Clash Royale video, and we are gonna jump into the heel draft. Now, I always loved the draft challenges. They were my favorite part of this game. Maybe it was because no one else really knew the structure of drafting decks, and now I feel like I do really good off the bat. And then once I butt up against people who actually know how to draft specific decks, we begin to tank quite fast. So we had a fun time playing. We did a decent standard, pretty average to what we do in our grand challenges and things of that nature. But we're going to jump into some of the funner matches that and kind of just show the heal spell when I get a chance to use it, and just kind of show the difference in what you can do with the heal spell. Now, I didn't feel like I had a lot of people doing the heal spell defensively. It was definitely all offense. A lot of times it was on a giant. So we're going to just go ahead and snatch up the Sparky here with our last cards. Now, one of the big things I feel like I have a problem with is deciding the cards to take early and then giving the wrong combinations to my opponent. I feel like I'm constantly giving them a better deck than I have. So, Princess at the bridge, we're going to take care of it with our Lumberjack and kind of push a little hard here. He gets completely swarmed by goblins, and the ice golem down in enough time to take care of that miner. So, pretty standard start, nothing too crazy, but we're going to want to get our Sparky down at an opportune moment. So we're just going to keep pushing a little harder here. I got my lightning spell out. What's going on here? Is that the e-Wizard waiting to put him down, waiting to see? I don't know why I was hovering that lightning like it was going to be an e-Wizard or something. I'm not sure what I was doing there, but here comes Sparky playing a little defense and pulling the hog off the tower. Now, I don't know about you guys, I play a decent amount of hog decks. The tornado is very frustrating, and Shiny Moose is in agreement with me, with you, with everybody in the community when I say that when you get your hog pulled off the tower with a tornado, it is quite disappointing. So, quick distraction. I played this like desperation baby dragon. I never ever used the baby dragon. Ever used a baby dragon. I'm not sure. Do you push with him? Do you tank with him? Is he support? Is he defense? I just seriously never felt like I ever grasped the baby dragon concept. Back in the day, it was one of the hardest cards to defend against, but now, I don't know. I feel like there's not too many things that it can do. So decent push there with our graveyard and rage, and don't forget we have the pumps up. Now, my opinion, when it comes to draft challenges and you have the option to take the pump, take the pump. There are only certain cards that can stop a pump from being so effective. Rocket, Goblin Barrel, Miner, Lightning, maybe even Fireball or Poison. Those cards are so few and far between. I feel like when you don't have a deck that you can construct properly, you need those cards to help win you the match. So using them against a pump sometimes just doesn't really happen. People tend to use them against you. So I don't know, we're moving, we're trekking along, we're crushing here, we're getting involved, and we're going for it, man. We're doing our best to push in this match. We got our right-hand tower, but we gave up our right-hand tower. We played a little bit of defense with the ice golem. Probably should have just given it all, just completely given the tower up. But, you know, you never want somebody to come off the tower, start taking care of massive amounts of hit points on your king tower. Now, Frozen Sparky comes out of the freeze, and a blast or two later, and it is a single shot that's going to take down that tower. So geez, I feel like I need a glass of water. I need a sip after that one. That was an intense match. Sparky matches don't usually go well, but it was very, very fun to have that Sparky deck work out for me. Now we actually collect the heal spell, we unlock it, but we don't get too much further past that. Like I said, we hit our average. Our average for our grand challenges are usually about 7 wins, which isn't the best. I don't know. It's quite disappointing sometimes how well we take off. 6-0 in the heal challenge, and then 1-3, and it comes that quick sometimes, crashing down. Last night I tried to play another heal challenge, and I went no wins, 3 straight losses, and I was like, yeah, I'm done with that. I'm not spending hundreds of gems. I already have the heal spell. Giant chest is whatever. I was close to getting it, but I would have liked to have pushed a little bit further through the challenge. I just don't get it, man. Some people, they just got this special recipe on how to play the cards. I've been practicing a lot recently, like a lot, really pressing into this game, really learning different things about the game, doing a lot more videos, I guess, than I have been in the last maybe like month and a half or so. You know, I used to do a lot more Clash of Clans videos, but I wanted to really give Clash Royale a very good try compared to what I felt like I was giving it. I was just kind of complaining about cards and not really like trying to get out there and learn Furnace cards or learn Battle Ram cards or learn, Golem cards. So I'm going to continue to press on what I think is a competitive side of learning the game, even though it's not competitive because I'm not joining tournaments or pushing ladder super high or spending money. But to me, if I'm ripping through my ladder play in Hog Mountain, that's competitive to me, and I got to keep my head clear. I got to know that when I lose, it's not that important. So if you're losing, it's not that important. You just got to keep practicing, keep playing. Anywho, maybe that was a little venting on my part of the frustrations I've had recently, but let's go ahead, push left-hand side here with the Witch, with the Battling Ram coming down, holding back on our Lumberjack. Now, getting your Lumberjack to connect, and this is great. That poison spell didn't quite save him. We were able to crush that tower all the way down to 180 on the right hand side. Now he's got a solid push on the left hand side here. Princess is one of those defensive cards that you want to get down kind of often and put them in spots where logs and arrows aren't so easy. I usually put them on opposite sides of the tower to really help out. So 306, we got him down to 180 and 464. So I'm liking our odds here. The Valkyrie, oh, not the Valkyrie, the Musketeer, one shot. We're down to 4 hit points. Unbelievable. And we're going to push right off the bat with the Lumberjack and get our minion. Horrible trade right there. We were able to kill that Executioner. That worked out well, and our Princess is going to go ahead and take the tower down. So it is safe to say we are in a commanding position for this particular match, and that was what I was trying to say before. Sometimes you just get like the worst combination of cards, and there's nothing you can do when you're drafting. I mean, I bet people would beg to differ, and it's all your drafting style. Sometimes I feel like they'll give you something up front, and then what you get from your opponents is like so horrible to use. I'll get like a giant Executioner. I'll be like, nice, giant Executioner, and then all of a sudden I'll get like a Golem and a Barbarian Hut, and it's like, how do you deal with so many expensive cards? I don't personally know how to do it. I seem to play too fast, push too hard. I'm not a good defensive player, and then kind of countering over. We've been learning it a lot recently. I think the Graveyard is really good for that. The Graveyard's a great card for that. Playing light defense, continuing your push, and then dropping the Graveyard as a counter push. Now, like I said, we had a bunch of fun, and in this particular match right here, I came out of this match thinking like, this is it, man. This is how the heal spell is going to ruin the game, right? And I'll show you what happens here. And it was just perfect timing, because it's just, I don't know, we'll get into it as it unfolds. But let me know what you guys think of the heal spell. Let me know if you think it's totally broken. I hear people on Twitter and everybody else saying it's broken, the whole entire card, it's gonna change the game. I don't see its effectiveness to change the game. I think it might change certain people's styles. It might make things annoying for a little bit. I mean, the Executioner when it first came out was quite annoying. I don't know if you guys felt the same way. I felt like the Executioner when it first came out was broken. The card was way too strong, stayed alive through everything, killed all the metas that were happening. A lot of Lava Hound decks and stuff like that. It just completely crushed. But you know I love my mortars. Here comes my mortars. My Goblin Dart working very well to help out with the mortar. His right hand side, super good push, 1694. I didn't really play any defense on it. We got plenty of cards. Here comes the heal spell right with the poison. The poison doesn't kill the little lava pups. And right there, you would think to yourself, man, that's broken. This guy gives me a good game, well played, rather. And I'm like, yeah, dude, it's just, you know, it's how we do. We're just going to heal up our pups. We're going to do the same thing. Well, let me tell you a little spoiler alert. This match becomes very, very difficult. So we'll jump right into the action. Lava Hound, if you haven't played often, if you're trying to push and you need something different, ground attacks are one of those things that there are so many options for the ground that if you can counter and use air, Lava Hounds, and a good air deck, definitely not a bad option if you don't have all the cards to mess around with. So, Musketeer helping out with our mortar. The Lava Hound is floating over. We don't get the same effect. Here comes the mortar helping out with the Goblin Gang. Clear out the defensive buildings, and the Executioner is going to start making its way over the bridge. Now we're going to kite off that axe just a little bit to the side. Perfect combination, Valkyrie and the Executioner. So went ahead, cleared them all out with that LS, and now we are going to do our best to continue to push. And that's what ends up happening is we never mount another successful push. I even try to use the Lava Hound a little bit defensively, hoping I can get a little bit of a counter push and, you know, stack something up. But that defensive building with the bomb tower created a heck of a problem for us, and the mortar never seemed to connect. The poison spell works out really well with poisoning up the troops that I'm using to help keep the mortar alive. The ice spirit, we're able to play our defense. We have plenty of defensive cards to be able to stop any of his pushes, but we just weren't able to generate another push. So it was like bittersweet because it worked out so well on the first attack, and I never actually was able to put that heal spell down again and give it a try. I needed arrows, man, and that's the thing with the decks. It's like you get these really strange combinations. All I needed was arrows for that deck, and I would have been able to arrow all those little skeletons, goblins from the Goblin Gang, and really just take care of it. So I don't know. It was fun. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed the heal draft. I thought it was a lot of fun. I'm glad I was able to actually get the heal card. We're just going to take a look at the stats right here and upgrade it a couple times. But it gives an initial burst of healing, and then it kind of cascades away slowly. The duration is only 3 seconds, so it's like not that impressive. But it definitely helped there, man. It kept all my lava pups alive when the poison spell was down, so it has its effective use. We're able to get, we don't get to the 100. Now, we're not even close to the 100, honestly. We didn't get to the gold. We didn't get to the freaking giant chest. I just didn't put that much time into trying the draft challenges. I did 1 or 2 right off the bat, got a good amount of wins. I think this is the second one I did. The first one was awful. And then I tried to do another 1 or 2, and they just didn't work out. I'm like, yeah, I just don't have the patience anymore in this game to just plug away at something that it gets frustrating. To me, I'm just like, well, whatever. It didn't work. Don't worry about it. Like, some people just get it quick and easy, and, you know, you get, oh, I got 8 wins, 9 wins, 10 wins, and then the next one, they're like, oh, I got it super easy. I don't know about you guys. I'm not finding the game to be uncontrollably easy. The learning curve is quite different. But I'm still pushing beardos. Don't you worry. I know the stream isn't happening today. I just don't have the time to stream today. I'm going to try to stream tomorrow night. You might be watching this on the night that I actually stream. It's going to be on Monday. But, yeah, all around, we're just super pumped about the fact that we got our bandit card and how quick our bandit's been able to kind of give us a boost, man. I like those 3-star raids. If you're looking for some 3-star bandit raids, go check out the video that I just released on it. Little beardos, peace out. Hope you enjoyed that heal spell challenge, and I'll see you tomorrow night or tonight, depending on when you watch it. Peace.